Hello, everyone. This is Treasure. Welcome back to Lady Treasure Inspired, my YouTube channel that's, just about a week old. And this is day 2 in the kids' studio. I've shown multiple times the other spaces. Let me turn this around. Out there in the other rooms. But in here, this is where I will show and demonstrate anything to do with infants to the children, and I've got lots of toys to still put up here and lots of things to clear off and put up here. In the corner is a handmade doll of mine. I'm going to put some stuffed animals here today, so I'm going to put this on right now, but I'm showing you this again, even though I've been introducing it, because I want you to see me unpack some things. And I want to tell you what's going on. Now, here's a clown girl soft sculpture. Right now, I don't have the shelving and everything in place, but I just want to keep going through the process of getting things out of storage and boxes. What I do with this is called a Color Me Kid. So I do some kind of artwork, just whatever I'm in the mood to do. And then the shoes and clothing are made to go with it. And I'm basically coordinating everything with the doll's hair. So this was the yarn I fell in love with, and then I wanted her to have a clown face, even though I don't do clown faces anymore. This one had a clown face. And when you see this pinching, for those of you that aren't into dolls, this is soft sculpturing. There's a long needle you pull through and back until you get an indent in the mouth and the nose and the eyes to give it some dimension. I didn't do a lot, but that was done. Anyway, so she is one of the first ones, and I have more, but they haven't come out of storage yet, but they will. And then I'll show you this girl over here. She is not my typical Color Me Kid, because when I do what I call my Color Me Kids, the ones that are, I'm keeping the trademark on, is it's taking a soft-bodied doll. I'm going to go get one. I'm going to walk you through this with me. I'm not going to do a project yet, still setting up, but the time is coming. So in here I have some the bodies as they come, okay? So I'm going to show you what I do. So I told you in other lives, or it's not live on YouTube yet. Sorry, you guys. I'm on Facebook Live, and then not live on YouTube yet, because of course I have to build up an audience. So no problem. So it comes like this: Joann Fabrics or Hobby Lobby. That's where I get mine. Less than $10, because I don't sew. I crochet and I sew enough to do something like this. I made this dress. So I say I don't sew, but I can do that basic thing. You lay it out, you cut it out, you make sure everything's even. You sew even lines basically, and then you press them, and then you just get a little pair of socks and pom-poms, sew it on. So yes, I made her outfit, so I can do that kind of sewing. But I had this made by a seamstress, and then I did the embellishments of this Asian doll. So what I wanted to explain was, when I say Color Me Kids, I take a blank doll. I buy usually a very colorful yarn, sometimes solid, like the black here. But most of the time, this is what I'm doing. I'm looking for a very colorful yarn, and then I'm going to put some kind of design. My husband says it's tattoos, but I refuse to call my dolls tattoo dolls or tat dolls. They are Color Me Kids. They come plain. I color them some kind of way. Not this clown face. This was only for her, for this one customer, this one clown face. And I never duplicate, never. So I'll do a little design. It could just be polka dots and stripes. It could be tie-dye. It could be tea stained like this is. She was like that, and I tea stained her. And then I put, these are the actual Asian words, and I forget. I know it has something to do with life and abundance and joy and like that, because that's what the customer asked for. And so I did the soft sculpture. Now her face is more indented than hers, so it's more sculptured. These are the eyes that we wanted, and you can see. So the needle is pulled through. You do all that before you do the hair. So I'm just kind of introducing to you, this is more of a natural Color Me Kid, but most of the time I am trying to do them as my fun, my desire, my idea when I created the Color Me Kids is to make it like abstract, colorful dolls, and they can just be machine washed, played with by children and babies and toddlers and older girls, because there's for the little ones, there's no choking hazard, none, no beads, no buttons. Not this case. This was a custom order by an adult. And the Chanel, oh my gosh, is so much trouble to do, because you just have to treat it a certain kind of way to keep it from shedding. I did all that treatment so she doesn't shed. And every now and then there might be a little bit, but when you really do it right, you see, it doesn't shed. And it's so super soft. Anyway, the lady loved this. And then she wanted a little mini doll to go with it. So that's the Asian doll, but I can do an international kind of flavor, a cultural looking doll, and it's still Color Me Kids, but it's a certain line of them. So I'm separating them from my regular Color Me Kids. They have a regular face, not clown, and you'll see those in the future. Right now, I'm just kind of unpacking still and introducing the studio to you and showing everybody what I do. So in the area of dolls, also in this room, I'm going to do tutorials for new moms. So I do real children's work and real training and all the things to do with parenting, all the things to do with the daycare or private school. And I'll come in here and do a whole story time and have mats down on the floor and children and share my original books. So I'm really all about originality. That's really the point. I'm trying to share the very specific gifts and talents that I have. And sure, people buy the books and buy the toys, but also I want to inspire you. So my goal on YouTube and Facebook Live on the Lady Treasure Inspired Facebook page and the YouTube channel Lady Treasure Inspired is to go for 1 million inspired. I want to just take my talents, gifts, experience, travel, everything I'm going to be doing, cooking, home and garden, and I just want to get you, I want you to be entertained. I want you to think, oh, that's cool. That was fun. Oh, she did a good job with that. I wonder if I could try it. Or you already have some super gifts, talents, and hobbies. And I'm just going to be inspiring you, encouraging you, turn it into a business or do your hobby and get that stress relief and enjoy it. I'm just here to inspire you. That's all the show is about. So then I have the little mini ones. And so it's the same idea. They're just much smaller. These are, let me see turn this. I'm thinking they're the 18-inch, but they might be 12. Let's see. We can read it together. Does it tell you what size that is? Let's see if we can get it. 18-inch. I was right the first time. So that's an 18-inch. So this is about not quite 12. And not quite 12 at all. Maybe that's a 10-inch doll. So I take these and same thing. Just take them, sculpture, draw. I draw with the pencil first, and you'll see it when I do it. Actually walk through all of it and do it. I'll do the pencil first, and then I will come back with the needle. And unless I'm going to outline with a very thin marker or literal eyebrow pencil to get the features to get set in there before I do the needle and thread. And then I sculpture it. If I'm going to do hands, most of the time I do not. I like the mitten. I like the hands just like that. I don't like the stitched. I think that's, it just doesn't look good to me. It looks very stiff, and this is soft, and the children can just, do what children do. And anyway, I like this one because the legs bend. And so I will dress that doll up after I color up the skin. I want to tell you why I take the time to do something called a Color Me Kid, because I've worked so much with children since I was 17 years old. I'm 65 now, and I tell you, they only know the right and the wrong of color according to how we teach them. So I just make sure I do a nondescript thing like make the art of the doll. And then if it's an intentional lesson or there's a reason, an international holiday or something, it's important to point out the Asian skin color, the Caucasian, the African American, and the Hispanic. And then we go there. Otherwise, it's just an art doll and she has no race. She's just full of color and she's fun. Take the hair down, play with her. I sew that in there so good after I crochet it that they can't come out for anything. That's those Color Me Kids. So unpacking just a little bit and sharing that with you. I've got a whole bag of them there. Now it's time. I wish I had somewhere to put this. As I keep telling everybody every time I come on, I will get equipment. I will get equipment. And I will have editing. And I will do all the fancy stuff that everybody knows how to do online. And I shouldn't say everybody because there are some people doing the amateur version just like me. All right, so I have a baby giraffe and with a diaper. And I'm going to put, I haven't decided exactly how everything's going to go. I'm just unpacking with you today. So I'm going to get these stuffed animals out of this bag and I'm going to cheat. How do you cheat when you want to unpack something? Yeah, you just dump it. That's cheating. So I can just start arranging. This stuff was all in storage and I'm just happy to see it all come out not damaged. And you'll notice a theme as I start to bring them out. I have animal families. So if I have a lion, I have multiple lions. And I'm going to arrange them all in the next time you see it. There's a monkey family. There's a lion family. More. There should be a mom, a dad, and there's a hippo family. And what I do is literally I'm having, when I open Penny Lane Village, I told you some of my creative ideas or things I'm working on at home, because when you are making everything's original, you've got to have a time to make your items. And so that's what I'm doing. I prepare for the actual business location, sell online as well. That's an otter there. And a parrot. I love macaw parrots. So beautiful. I don't know where you're going to sit, but I'll do that later because I got to clear all that stuff off. And then there is a monkey baby. So see, usually, okay, there's a monkey baby or gorilla. And there is Dad. I think I'd call that one Dad. And there is Mom. So what I've been doing is creating families, because in Penny Lane Village, there's going to be a section where the children can come in. I love edutainment. Edutainment. Disney coined a phrase. It means the combination of entertainment and education. And so what I do is I just have these ideas about different ways and stations where children can play and interact with what they're playing with, instead of just, a toy box and opening it up and playing with things like they might do at home. I have specific edutainment setups. So what I'm going to do with these stuffed animals here, which I have tons more, I made a full family. And I'm going to make sure that some of the female mothers are expecting just a Velcro belly, and you pull it over. And then the children are a part of playing zookeeper. I have little costumes. Yes, I already have them. Little costumes where they could be the veterinarian or the zookeeper, and they can take care of the mom and the dad, turn it over to the entire family. So all of these animals are, unless I have not purchased it yet, all of them are in family bunches. And so the children will go into a section of my, what I call my plush animal zoo, and they would play veterinarian and animal caretakers and zookeepers, and they will feed, fake leaves. And it's a lot of fun to watch them interact and feel like they are the ones responsible for that baby white tiger like that mom is carrying. But I have not finished it. That's why the store isn't open. But I will get it done, and hopefully you'll be along for the ride to watch me. So that's the second day in the studio. I will talk more about handmade dolls, talk more about the plush animal zoo at another time. Collectibles we'll also talk about. And then there'll be other days I'll come in here and it won't be about toys at all. New mothers or grandmothers or some special thing that I just get in my heart and my mind to share with you. I hope you go along with me on this journey. I hope you're inspired. And if you are at any time, please share it with me by email, ladytreasurebusky@gmail.com. LadyTreasure Buskey, Buskey. And it is there on my YouTube channel information. So if you would just send me an email, that's the only way I'm going to know if I'm inspiring anybody. I'm not your ordinary girl. I've done a lot of things that I've already felt very comfortably successful at, and I'm not trying to get on YouTube so I can get a certain amount of subscribers, users, likes, whatever. Yes, they monetize and yes, they pay. I know all of that. I'm being honest. Of course, they can do that. But I came to inspire, because that's what I do. I've been doing that since I was 20, and we're talking 45 years, so I'm not breaking that habit. I cannot get up every day and do what I do for money. I do it because I really want to see people happy, smiling, enjoying, learning, growing, and then using their gifts, because it really makes you happy and people around you happy when you do what you were born to do. And I know it makes God happy because it's why he created you. So I want to inspire you. And if you are inspired in any way to get up and go and do what you were dreaming of doing, but somehow you only got really stirred up to action and activated after you watch one of my inspirational how-tos, or one of my just having fun, or day in the life of anything, or something I said, please let me know. I want to know if I'm doing the job I came here to do, and I'm glad you were able to join me. And I always like to end with my theme song. If God is on your side, you can't do anything. If God is on your side, you can fly. God is on your side, you can climb the highest mountain. If God is on your side, you can fly.